Hello YouTubers, this is Creepy Creeper today. Like I said on the title, this is story time with me. So let me tell you what happened today at school. Yes, it's a school day. So it started at around 8. It was after 8:45. Maybe it was probably 8:50 or 8:60. Why would I say 8:60 or 9 o'clock? So we're like drawing these Christmas trees, people do in December, and then all of a sudden, so here's our characters right now, since we don't want to tell you guys who we're talking about. So let's call this one guy Tony, because he acts like Tony Hawk. Like, seriously, he acts all like, "Oh, sup guys," or whatever. And then let's call this guy Alex, like as in Smith, because he like all athletic, like he likes football and stuff. So yes, Tony, he's all like, "Oh, so let's just read out these Spanish words. Let's start. No. Sorry, I'm wrong. He's all like, okay, so I'm gonna should I color this? I was doing a Christmas tree. He was like doing some stuffing with some little doll in it. He's all like, should I color it black and yellow? And then he just starts saying the Spanish word for black, saying negro. And I was like, no. So, okay, our guy that got mad, let's say, let's call him, Proof. No, 50, like 50 cents. Okay, so, and then, like, dude, stop being racist. So, we weren't being racist, or, well, hey, and then I was like, no, we're not being racist. We're just saying Spanish words for like different colors, like negro or rojo. And then I was saying it myself, like negro. Look, this person's wearing a negro jacket. This girl has like a blanco shirt. This guy has a azul jacket. Like, of course I had to add the accent, like I actually had to, I wanted to. And then this guy, Fiddy, he's all like, no. Yeah, I grab out a crayon, I'm like, look, read this, negro. Like, I was saying it multiple times because he wasn't even looking. And then all of a sudden he's like, he screams out, before I tell you why, so, not to be messed up or anything, or this is non-racial, I'm trying not to, but this guy's special ed. I'm not being mean. So, okay, now let's finish this. He screams out, you guys, stop being racist to me. And then, he was still talking. And then the teacher, let's just call her teacher because she is the teacher. She's all like, what's the problem here? And he screams out, they're being racist to me. I'm like, boy, we're not being racist. We're just saying like Spanish words for colors. And then he's all like, and he was like, no, you were being racist, blah, blah, blah. And then I was thinking, first of all, Tony's the one that started this, like with the black and yellow. And then okay, there was another girl that was involved. Let's call her she's special ed too. But let's call her Leela. Okay, I really don't care. So, and then the teacher goes to Leela and she's all like, is there any she's like, is that true? Are they being racist to him, to Fiddy? I'm like, she's all like, I just heard stuff. I heard colors. and then the teacher just grabs Fiddy outside the classroom. I couldn't hear what they were saying, but I'm guessing she just wanted to hear what happened. And then out of Tony and me, the teacher comes out. She says, "Creeper, can I speak to you?" I'm like, okay. I just go out, and before I went out, I saw a ruler under my desk. I'm like, I was like, Alex, can you pick that up? And he's like, sure thing. Well, no, he didn't say that, but I just went out anyway. And then the teacher's all like, "Oh, were you being racist to Fiddy?" I'm like, "No, I wasn't." And she was all like, "Oh, no." She was all like, "Oh." She started off with saying, "Were you waving a black crayon in his face, saying negro multiple times?" I'm like, yes and no. Because yes, I was holding it in his face, saying it multiple times, and then no, because I was just repeating it to him because he wasn't looking up, like I told you before. And she was like, so what would you do if someone, okay, so this is how it gets all messed up. Well, kind of messed up, like messed up, kind of not. And she's all like, okay, what if I had someone had a white crayon to you and you said, and someone said your mom, no, she was all like, what if someone grabbed out a white crayon and said you were white? Oh, actually, sorry, you're mixed. You're not white. What if someone went up to your mom and said that, oh, Blanco, because she's white? I'm like, we never started this. We never been like, your mom this or you that. We weren't doing that. And then all of a sudden, no, sorry, I shrugged up. She's like, don't do that to me right now because I know what you would do. I was like, well, first of all, yes, I would get mad. I was thinking, yeah, I would get mad, but we weren't doing that to him, so why are you bringing that up? And she was all like, no, I was thinking that, sorry. And then all of a sudden, she's like, just, don't, apologize, to Fiddy, and don't do it again. No, she said, do you understand, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yes, I understand. I won't do it again. And then she was like, apologize to Fiddy. I'm like, okay, I'm like thinking, first of all, why should I apologize to this guy? Like, I know he's special ed and he didn't understand what was going on, but dude, I wasn't doing anything wrong, and he should know that, even though he doesn't, because yeah, that. And then I just did it anyway. I said, sorry, I won't do it again. And then that was over with. I'm like, I go back out, and then I was like, Tony, Alex, everyone else, why did she pick me? Because you, Tony, you started all of this going with black and yellow. And then freaking Alex, trying to be a smart Alec, he was like, well, you were being more racist by like going like, oh, negro right in his face. I'm like, bro, he wasn't understanding one thing we were trying to say. And he's like, no, it was all you. I'm like, come on, Tony, really? And then that incident was all over. Like, I was done. So that's it for story time. I'll see you guys later. I will do another Call of Duty video with you guys, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. Bye bye.